an introduction. Thank you. Okay, so my one respite from my crap-ass job as a receptionist is to go window shopping. And this is when I moon over such beautiful, expensive clothes that I cannot afford. But there was one day that I went to window shopping at Macy's, and I saw the perfect dress. It was this liquid black silk Calvin Klein number. It's a kind of dress that you want to be wearing where you're on the arm of a man in a tuxedo and you're stepping out of the theater and you see your ex. It's that, God, eat your heart out, motherfucker kind of dress. And it was beautiful and it was perfect and it was on clearance. And it was a Calvin Klein size 8. Okay, let me break this down for you. I have size 14 boobs, size 12 waist, and a size 16 ass. There's no mathematical equation that can get me into this dress. Pythagoras couldn't have figured out a theorem for this one. But I was feeling lucky. So I took that Calvin Klein size 8, I went into the dressing room, I slipped it on, I sucked my gut in just a breath, and zipped that zipper up, and I was reborn. I was gorgeous. I was a Calvin Klein size 8. And so I bought that dress, final clearance, $159, and I was out of there. And of course, to celebrate, I ate a Cinnabon and a little orange chicken at Panda Express because girls gotta keep these curves to fit into that dress. So I was so excited. After work, I came home, I put on the dress and modeled it for my sister Indu, and I was like, so, what do you think? And she said, you know, when a snake swallows a rat. Oh my gosh, she was so right. I was the snake, and oh my god, all that Panda Express and the Cinnabons, definitely years of that had become a rat around my midsection. And I'd done that delusional thing that I always do. I sucked my gut in so far that I actually believed that that's what I look like all the time. And I was heartbroken because I couldn't return the dress. It was final clearance and I was like, crap. And my sister said, well, why don't we just go to, you know, the mall? Why don't we just, you know, get one of those all-over body girdles, get one of those slips, get one of those Spanx. So I said, all right. So we go to the lingerie section at Macy's and I'm looking through all the various types of undergarments I can wear, and I find my Spanx. And the saleswoman comes up and she goes, oh man, this will really help with your pooch and your rear. Thanks for pointing out all my problems, thank you. So I went into the dressing room and I slipped on those Spanx, and then I pulled on the dress and it zipped up without a hitch. And once again, I was reborn, a Calvin Klein size 8. And I could actually, you know, even eat more food because it was now a little too loose for me. And I was just so excited. I was like, yes, I found the Spanx, the dress looks perfect, and was getting ready to go. My sister left me alone in the dressing room to shop around. And I was just dreaming of how gorgeous I was looking, and I took off the dress, and then I pulled up the Spanx slip, and then I started to get harder and harder as I started to pull it up my back. And then about here, I couldn't pull it up anymore. And I started to panic because the Spanx had trapped me completely because of its patented technology that it has. It's like space technology. And it's at this moment that, you know, I'm thinking about a lot of things. I'm thinking about being purely terrified. And I've experienced lots of fear in my life. My dad makes Tony Soprano look like the Snuggles Bear. I was nearly decapitated at an Alanis Morissette concert in a mosh pit. And I have had several car accidents, all of them my fault. But in this moment, I experienced pure terror. And it was also in this moment that I realized for the first time in my adult life that I was claustrophobic. And I began to think, okay, I just gotta get my cell phone. So I was like banging around that dressing room, you know, like like trying to find my phone. I was like a raccoon trapped in a dumpster. And I mean, I didn't even know what I was going to do if I found my phone. I couldn't see the numbers, of course, but I needed to call my sister, needed to get someone in there. And then finally I hear the sales lady come by and she's like, "Everything okay in there?" And I'm like, "Yeah, just peachy." Because there was no way that I was going to let her in to see my pooch and my rear hanging out in all its glory. I would rather die first. In fact, I probably was going to die. And just as I'm about to lose consciousness, I smell something. It's a Cinnabon. And on the other side of the door, my sister's like, "What's taking you so long?" I'm like, I need your help. Can you get in here? "What did you say?" "Can you get the fuck in here?" So my sister comes in. After about laughing her ass off for 15 minutes, she finally braces herself against the side of the dressing room wall and pulls me out. And I look at the Spanx, and apparently you're supposed to step into Spanx and step out of Spanx. It says also on the directions, you're never supposed to pull them over your head. So that was the last time that I mooned over that dress, and I do consider myself lucky, though, that my sister was there, so thank you very much.